Okay, sound is rolling. This is crazy. I'm doing a podcast. Okay. Well, hello. Hello and welcome to the Film Girly podcast that does not have a name yet. Sorry, I wanted to film this and have a name, but there are so many great puns out there, and then all the other ones that I wanted were taken. So right now it's nameless. At least the time that I am recording this, it's nameless. It'll probably have a name by the time I post it. But this is literally, it's kind of weird for me. Why am I nervous? There's no one here. I'm not used to being on this side of the camera. Obviously, I work in film. I'm usually the one telling people to be oh, relax, it's easy, just pretend that no one's watching, it's cool. But now that I'm here, I get it. Also, I'm just filming this in my bedroom, so this is nothing fancy. You can probably hear my neighbors and everything else, and for that I do apologize. But it's quirky, it's realistic. It's Sean Baker. Anyway, this is a Film Girly podcast. I wanted to make a podcast for girls because I'm sure there's some out there. I've listened to some, I suppose, but they're all so serious. Which is cool. Serious is good because it's your job. Be serious. But I'm not a serious person, and I never really have been. Okay, I probably have been. That's a bold statement to say I've never been a serious person. I could definitely be serious if I wanted to, but I'm just not. And I just wanted to have a podcast, a space where we could just chat candidly, girl to girl, let's talk about the film industry, what's going on, and what our experiences are. So that's pretty much why I've started this, really. But also, okay, I'm kind of have a bit of a pet peeve when you're you're on set and you're where are all the girls? It's not a pet peeve, it's just it happens. It just happens. You get on set and there's no other girls there, and then you kind of ask, be so let me say this without pissing off anyone, because I'm not trying to, I understand to find female crew sometimes is hard if you're not in the right places. But in my world, I only ever find girls. So I don't really understand why it's so hard for everyone else. I struggle to find boys sometimes. I do. No, that's such a lie. Anyway, what I should say is that I am very, very privileged because I've been able to work with both men and women almost 50-50, probably more 60 women, 40 men, at least on the smaller stuff that I'm working on when I make my cruise. And I just want to get these baddies out here and talking about our experiences and what we're making and what we're cooking, what's getting produced right now, who's looking for crew, who's looking for an audience. Let's just get a conversation going there. Anyway, I hope I didn't sound super ungrateful then. So this is bad. Maybe I shouldn't have a podcast because I always overthink what I'm going to say. I feel everyone's a bit like that. Do people edit podcasts? Am I going to have to go back and cut some things? Because I'd feel so much better if I could cut something. I think I'll be editing. I think I will be. At least for my first time, I don't want to get on here and say something that's going to get me cancelled. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is this podcast, I want it to be an unfiltered, candid conversation between female creatives that want to make movies. So this isn't restricted to girls that are in the film industry. They could be doing music or art of some description. anything. Like, I just want to get people in that can chat. And, you know, boys, I don't want you to feel excluded. Like, this is an open invite. Like, come meet the awesome talents I have lined up, because I kind of know the best of the best. I kind of have the best, like, I just know the best girls. Like, you don't understand. Like, I know such baddies. Like, I'm trying not to say anything because I don't want to, like, spoil it. But, like, I've got some great people. I'm talking, like, ACs, production designers, directors. Like, we're all going to be in here chatting at some stage. I got to figure out the audio situation, though, because I have no idea how to do this. Like, I'm literally recording off my phone, and my phone like cooked. So this should be interesting. It's a learning experience. I thought now or never, you know? I went to go to the beach today. I was walking down the street, and it was, like, super windy. And there was, like, a roadblock. And, like, I don't know, probably crows hanging around too. And I was like, something's not right. I need to go home and film a podcast. And here we are. How am I ever going to stay on topic? This is actually concerning. Okay, wait, I've got to look at my notes. Well, after that poor description of what this podcast is, I guess I should give you a background on who I am, if anyone cares or is interested. Like, I mean, if you're not my friends and family listening to this right now, which is probably going to be the entirety of my audience. Thanks, guys. I love you. You always support me. I appreciate it. I see you. For those who don't know me, and it isn't my mother watching this, my name's Grace. I work in the film industry. I'm actually a yapper. I'm a yapper, but I don't think, like, I'm a very, like, constructive yapper. So, like, I just kind of just say things. And I'm like, but there's no leading path to where this is going, you know? So it's kind of annoying. I just wish I could be, like, one of those people that, like, knew what they were saying all the time. It's kind of like words just exit from me and I'm not really sure where they're going. It's like a word vomit. Mean Girls. Wonder how many references I can make and see if anyone notices. Everyone's going to notice. This is a film podcast. Okay. All right. I'm going to try this again. Hi, guys. Oh my God. You can probably hear the spit in my mouth through this microphone. That's gross. I'm going to try not to do that. Okay. Hi. My name's Grace. I work in the film industry, in the camera department mostly, and I like movies. To be more specific, I guess. Wait, this is so weird. I wish I was talking to someone. This is so much better. Okay, anyway, to be more specific, I'm going to get into my film journey and how I got into film. Basically, when I was, like, in high school, I knew, like, 100% I'm going to work in the film industry. Like, there was a point, like, when I was, like, in drama classes where I was like, maybe I'll be an actress. Don't know why I thought that. But I was like, maybe I could be an actress. You know, I like acting. And I'm talking, like early teens, like 14, 15. Oh, my God, that's mid-teens. Oh, whatever. Anyway, so I start going to auditions. I'm on Star Now. I'm doing drama classes. I'm doing theatre and, like, the play and stuff. And I really loved it. And I actually did pretty all right. One time I got a role in the play. I was, like, a little kid in Sleepy Hollow. It was kind of cool. But, like, then every other year I never got a role. But that's okay because I got a role that one year. I was playing this girl named Joanna. And I, like, had to sing. But you had to sing, like, badly. But I was a good singer. So I was like, I'm going to sing well and pretend it's bad. I wasn't a good singer. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, and then I did the musicals and stuff because I was the kid in high school who did all the backflips because I did, like, 10 years of gymnastics. That was, like, my thing. I was, like, the gymnastics girl. I was such a loser. Like, I was such a loser in high school, which is fine because thank God I stayed out of trouble. Okay. No, I do think I stayed out of trouble. I think I could have been way worse. Like, honestly, I just hang around theatre kids. Like, so, thank God, you know? Anyway, and then I went through high school and, like, I did, like, I found, like, film, like, the film classes. I just, like, acting wasn't working out for me. Like, I think I realized from a young age, I was just like, I I just don't look like these bitches. And I'm not really set up for the rejection. Like, it kind of hurts. Like, I don't know, someone saying, like, you look funny or, like, you know, you're not right for the part. That's just like, whoo, no, can't take that. No. I don't want to do that. Honestly, actors, like, I give you guys so much kudos because that shit is hard. It is so hard. Like, if you think, oh, I want to be an actor, it's fun. Like, you either got it or you don't, and it's really, really sad when you don't. Like, I would know. I would know. I'm a retired actor, so so yeah. You think you got the star power? You don't. You don't. That's rude. Actually, go for it. Follow your dreams, bestie. Anyways, I'm actually gonna get actors on this podcast for sure. I've got like a couple girls. You'll want to hear what they have to say. They're the best. Anyway, so wait, where was I? What was I talking about? Okay, I'm talking about. Wait, high school. Yeah. I'm not even at the point yet. Anyway, so I went through high school and then I did a media class, which is like the film class, because I went to like a Catholic school. Like, oh, I should tell you where I'm from. I'm from like Victoria. You know, like the state below like New South Wales? Yeah, that one. And I'm like from like a little small town too. It's called Hillsville. It's kind of cute. It's like the wine region. Anyway, that's where I'm from. But we went to high school. Oh my God, I got major like deja vu just then. That's crazy. Wait, that means we're in the right place. That's it. Anyway, so, oh my God, it's crazy. Wow, it's not leaving. Anyway, so basically, oh my God, I literally said that in my deja vu. Oh, sorry, it's the darts. Anyway, so I went to the school like in the next town over in Lilydale called Mount Lilydale. And it was like a Catholic school. And it was like kind of fancy. I don't know. Was it fancy? I don't know. I felt like it was fancy when I went there. And it was like, we had like a media class, and like I did the media class, and I like loved filmmaking. I was like, this is what I had to do. Like, I loved like being on the camera and like telling people what to do. And then I'd like act in it sometimes. And then I was like, ooh, yeah, no, not for me. But then like you could like be so involved in like create the story and stuff. And I just like, I'm one of those people, like, when I've got something, I just go for it. So, like, at the time, I think I'd quit dancing and gymnastics, and I had nothing to do. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to make movies now. And then I just went balls. That's not a nice word. I just went like head first. Balls. Wait, what was I going to say? That's so funny. Anyway, I went like head first into it all. So I was just like so involved. I was like Casey Neistat, like obsessed with him, even though it was like years beyond. Like, I was just like a weird kid, hey. I was like Peter McKinnon. That was like my era. I was like, yeah, bruh. Like, let's make some movies, bruh. I was like super bro-y for like a girl. But like, when we're like film girls, like, weren't we all a bit bro-y? Like, we all started there, you know? I feel like we were all like a bit like, yeah, these lenses and these lights. I think my roommate's going to come back home. Like, this is so embarrassing, but whatever. Love you, Amelia. That was me doing love heart. Anyway, so basically, like, by the time uni enrollments came around, I was like, okay, first of all, I was really bad at school. Like, really bad. Like, I was the only person in my entire level who got to drop out of maths early. This could be wrong. There could have been other people, but I'm just saying this for dramatic effect. So basically, I dropped out, and then like I just talked to the careers counselors or something. Like, I was actually so thick, like I just couldn't do maths for the life of me, which is funny because cinematography is a bit like maths. Oh yeah, I want to be a cinematographer. Wait, I'll get to that. Anyway, so basically, wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I dropped out of maths, and then like the careers lady was like, okay, well, you know, if you drop out of maths, like not even Coles is going to hire you. And I was like, oh my God, that's so mean. But also it's so true, because why would Coles want me? Like, I can't work at the till. Like, I'd be so confused. Anyway, that's why I'm here. No, I'm just kidding. I totally could, guys. This is all an act. I'm not stupid, I promise. I promise. Like, I just think she was like a bit of a bitch for saying that, but it's fine. Okay, she wasn't a bit of a bitch. It just wasn't a very nice thing to say. Anyway, but that's okay. I also like went to the same careers counselors, and I was like, I'm going to go to AFTRS, which is the Australian Film Television Radio School. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what that is, at least here in Australia. You know, for my international fans, you might have to look that one up. But basically, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to this school. I knew by the time I was in year 10, I was like trying to drop out at year 10 to find like a course like in film, but like you can't do that when you're 15. Like that's just silly. So like, anyway, I'm getting my times wrong, by the way. I don't know how old I was, but like in year 10, I wanted to drop out, but you can't do that. So anyway, I moved on. I was like, okay, I'll just do this. Absolutely smashed media, loved it. And then like I applied for afters like at the very end of the year. I knew I wanted to do it. And then I got in by some miracle. I literally thought I didn't think I was going to get there because I had gotten beaten down so bad that year because I was like, I didn't duck the class and I thought I was going to because, you know, it was my everything. It was like I just put so much work into it. And, you know, I didn't win the awards and then I didn't get top screen. And I was like, shit, maybe I'm really bad. Like maybe this isn't for me, which is so stupid. You shouldn't let awards like be your external validation. But I you know, I was a kid. That's how I measured it. So basically, like afters was like my last hope. I was like, please tell me I'm a good filmmaker, God. Like if I'm not, like it's fine, but like just let me know. Anyway, so he let me know and it's all good. Like I'm not too bad. I got into afters. I started in 2020, which is a shit show. So unfair. So I started in 2020 and then I graduated like 2022. Yeah. 2023, sorry. No, I'm confused. Anyway, and then during like my time there, like the way that I got in the industry, so basically I just like shot heaps and heaps like when I was at afters, as much as you can when you're in film school. But like around like when was it? Yeah, 2021, I got like an attachment, which is like an internship, you know, but it's paid, which is nice. And I was like probably just turned 19 at the time. And so I got an attachment on a TV show called Class of '07. Go watch it. Support Australian content. It's on Amazon Prime. And it was like my first ever experience on set, like a big proper set. And the camera team was actually like 50-50. So it was like 50% men, 50% women. And it was awesome. Like there was like people like my age, well, not really my age because I was like really, really young, like in their 20s. And we just had a great time. Like we went over to Penrith and shot there. So random. But you know, we got to stay away. So like we stayed at a hotel and I thought I was top shit. It was so great. It was so fun. But I was like, yes, it really reinstated that I really wanted to be there. And it was like a great opportunity because I hadn't even graduated university yet. And I got given this opportunity to experience like a set. And I honestly so grateful. Shout out to Simeon because the whole thing was, right? And this is why like part of this like industry is just dumb luck because I was like driving my car one day and I get this phone call. Chris Braga, if you're listening. Anyway, I get like this phone call and like I thought it was like this other project that I was working on because that same weekend I thought I was going to go onto like a short film and I was going to get paid for it. And I was like, guys, this is so exciting. I'm going to get paid to work on a short film. Like I've never been paid to work like in film yet. Like this is so exciting. So I was like really excited about that win. And then I answered the phone thinking it was someone else and you shouldn't answer the phone while you're driving. And I never do, but I thought it was for that production. So I was like super stressed because I was like, there's money on the line. Like I think it was like $200 or something. It was nothing. But I was like, money on the line. Like I could be focused. So I answered I answered the phone while I was driving and it was this guy on the phone and he like Chris, that I know who he is now, but at the time I didn't. He was like, hey, I'm Chris. I'm like working on this Amazon Prime show. My jaw dropped because, you know, when you're in film school, right, you think that is like everything. Like when we were like stationed next to Fox Studios, one time I walked behind Russell Crowe and I thought I was going to pass out. I was like, this is amazing. I mean, it's not so cool now that I'm like in it, but like when I was like, wow, this is like the ticket to the Golden Factory. Oh, sorry. The Golden Ticket to the Chocolate Factory from that Willy Wonka movie. And I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. And he was like, before I like ask you any questions, like, do you have a driver's license? And I was like, bitch, I'm driving the car right now. Yeah, I'm ready for anything. But I had just gotten like, this short film opportunity as well. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to let someone down. This is so bad. But you got to. Anyway. And it was just like the greatest day ever. Like he just, that was it. Like it was just a phone call and he was like, all right, let's sign you on for the next 6 weeks. You're going to be on this production. And like literally my life changed forever. Like it literally changed forever. Like I was like, wow, the opportunities are endless. And that was like during my like summer break for uni. I literally like, wow, the magic. I'm reliving it. It was so great. It was so great. But yeah, that was my first job. That was my first job in the industry and it was tough. I remember my first day, like I literally stepped on set and I was like a deer in headlights. Like I was wearing the wrong thing. I like was late because I can't read a bloody call sheet and like stressed and nervous because I didn't know what to do. And I'm a yapper, so I was saying the wrong things. And you're like, shut up, Grace, shut up. Anyway, let's not relive that part of it. But, we live and we learn. And I'm so glad I like pushed through because like literally first day I came back. Maybe this is like a full story for another day. But I literally came back and talked to my roommate because I was so excited for the opportunity. But I literally came back to my roommate and I was like, I don't know if I'm built for this. Like, I don't know if I'm built for this industry because it was just so go, 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 go. And I didn't know where to stand. And, when you're the attachment, like, it's so awkward. He's like, yeah, the truck's your haven, but you're too scared to touch anything in the truck because it's all like $100,000. And like, you don't really know what it is either because I was always too nervous to ask, which not anymore. But like day one, I definitely was, Anyway, we'll have to talk about first days. I'm going to write that down. That needs to be an episode idea. Let's talk about the first day we've been on set. Maybe that's a question we can ask all our guests. Be like, tell me about the first day you step foot on a professional set. Because I feel like everyone's got a good story. Great learning experience for sure. Okay, that is in my book. Thank God. Anyway, that's a really long and extended answer on like how I got there and what I do. But basically, I want to be a director of photography. That is my dream. I want to shoot movies. I want to be the girl on the camera. I love it. I've been so fortunate with like my career so far. I've been given like so many breaks to be in like camera departments, working as a camera assistant and like worked with some pretty cool directors, like shooting music videos and stuff as well. And I also got super duper lucky and I won a prize at the end of my university for the women's in cinematography and I got like a camera. So I've been able to shoot things. Literally, I can't make this up. Like I'm literally luckiest person on the planet. Like I'm so lucky. So I've literally just been shooting stuff like all year, which is like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Anyway, what I'm shooting at the moment is nothing because it's almost December. The year's almost over and it's been a bloody weird one, hey? But what I have shot was this short film called Cancelled, which is a proof of concept for a TV show that I'm writing with a friend of mine. We also wrote the short film proof of concept. But yeah, we had a really great team together, all about cancel culture, men's mental health. And yeah, it's pretty intense actually, which is interesting because I usually write comedy. I usually write like funny things and like really like upbeat girly stuff, like obviously. Jeez, look at the posters. Yeah, to anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's Frances Ha. It's a Greta Gerwig movie. And that's La La Land. And then that's the Euphoria one. You can't really see the Euphoria one. The framing's a bit strange. But you know what? That's okay. We'll work on that later. It's all good. Anyways. Yeah. That's the spiel about me. That's what I'm working on. Anyway, so we're in post-production for Cancelled, which is... It's about like 12 minutes long. I think I'm going to color grade it as well. So I was also the cinematographer on this. I've got like this weird hybrid passion where I want to write things and then shoot it, like be the DP, which is like I feel like a bit different because like there's lots of people out there that want to like write it and direct it, but like directing is just not my calling right now. Like it's just not. I directed something like last year. Like it wasn't bad. Like it's just not even finished yet because I don't even know. Like there's too many options in this world. Like I don't know if I'm making the right one, like the right decision, I mean. So I don't know. It's back on the cutting table. We're going to see what we can do with it. Yeah, it'll be fine. Like, yeah, I just need to like open that project file up again. You know, when you're just stuck. I think that's what people call a creator's block. That's me with this bloody project. It was like called Never Been Loved, and it was about like 2014 Tumblr girls. And it was like, honestly, it was a really good concept. I just didn't know what I was really doing with the storyline, and it was maybe a little too personal. Like I was just like, yeah, I was just in the blues about something, hey? And I decided to write it into a film. And I think when things are a little too personal, it's like, what are you doing here? Like, it's just, yeah, it's like you got to separate it a bit. Anyway, that's why I'm so grateful for Cancelled, because I could let go of things and like, anyway, it was just easy because I'm like, I don't know what this is like. This is just fun to explore. Anyway, so I wrote that. That was fun, and I got to work with some really awesome people. And of course, the camera and lighting and groups team was all ladies. Well, ladies and the gays. So it was a really fun experience, and like I've gained so much from that, and like I'm so grateful to like everyone who helped me on that and donated as well. It was the first time I did like a crowdfunding campaign for like my own project, and like asking money for like something I wrote, which like doesn't sit well with me. Never did. But you know what? People actually like put money into it, and we went way over our expected target. So we catered really well, and it was great. There's a whole vlog on it, actually. It was really fun. Anyways, that's my yap. I need to shut up and start talking about some practical stuff, hey? Now, I did make like a full like notepad because I didn't know what I was going to say, but sounds like I didn't need much help because oh God, it's like 27 minutes in right now. That is until I cut it up, hey. Oh, I feel like I gotta sit forward. Just if this podcast is named... Oh, sorry. I've got to bounce down here. Oh. Okay. If this podcast is named The Film Girl Era, I want to ask people what film girl era they're in right now. Because right now I'm in a no film girl era. I'm not making no films right now. I'm just like filming a podcast. I want to start vlogs again. I want to start vlogging. Like I used to have like a really active YouTube channel when I was in high school. So I guess I'm a vlogging film girl era right now. It's been a quiet year, but we'll unpack that later when we get the girls in, you know? Let's not talk about that now. I also just like want to share the list of names that I did come up with because it was a bit funny. Just to wrap up the yap. If I say anything unhinged, just know it comes from a sane place. Wait. If I say anything unhinged, I'm sorry. That's all I'm going to say. I actually don't have an excuse. Like, it's just how I work. I've always been like this. I can't change it. I'm sorry. Take it or leave it, all right? Take it or leave it. Maybe, yeah. So I won't say anything rude. It just might sound a little funny. But, like, not in a funny way. Anyways, these are the titles of the film podcast that myself, my friends, and GPT came up with. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, I don't use it because I use my brain. So I don't really know what it's called. Anyway, so that did sound a bit rude, didn't it? Oh, well, who cares? Alrighty. Film girl gossip. Can't use that. That's really bad. Editing the patriarchy. Film girl era. That's what I want this to be called. But the people don't like it. But we'll see. We'll see. The Film Girl Diaries. It's very 2000s. Cameras and Crystals. Now that is definitely up my alley. But my grandma would kill me if she found out that's what I call my podcast. Like, you don't understand. The Catholic in her would go, I wouldn't be invited to Christmas. So I'm sorry. No Cameras and Crystals, although I would love that. I would love that. Should we? Wait. Maybe we'll do a segment called Cameras and Crystals. And make it spiritual. Yes. Yes. It's happening. Okay. Oh my God. That's such a good idea. Okay. I'm doing that. Okay. Cinematic chick. That's also a bit 2000s. Pretty in production. I did like that. That was like a runner-up, but that's also going to be a segment now. Pretty in production. It's like we're going to talk about something that we're working on together. Okay, what's pretty in production right now? Okay. Ladies on the Lens. I like that one. That was good. Maybe it's what, nah. I don't know. I'm not a lady though. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm a lady. When does one become a lady? I don't know. Okay, anyway. Cinematic Sisters. Scene Stealers. That was already taken. Set Life Sisters. That could be fun. Cut It Out. Girls on Film. Don't like that. Frame Changes. That's good. But I don't think I'm changing anything, so it would be false advertisement. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm changing the way we talk about movies. Maybe I'm talking about changing the way we discuss our job. Oh, I'm going to shut up. Set Girls podcast. That's probably what it'll end up being. Yeah. Because everyone wanted girls on set. But that's actually already a podcast. Go check it out. I haven't, but you should. More girls on set. Like, let's go. Okay. And then my friend suggested Ladies Who Lens, which is a slay name. Love that. I feel like I want to edit this like a YouTube video. Could be fun. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. Like, this has been uncomfortable. This has been a little bit weird. This has been interesting. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. But I want to thank you all for being here today. And stay tuned. We're going to have girls come in. We're going to have discussions. It won't be me sitting and talking at a camera and a microphone for another half hour. I promise. I actually don't run out of things to say. So I've really got to wrap it up because otherwise I'll talk all day. But basically, thank you so much for watching, for spending your time with me for a second. I hope it wasn't all bullshit. I hope you learned something about me. I'm also super excited to get some more people on. I want this to be a conversational podcast. So please, if you or someone that you know wants to be interviewed or has something to say, and when I say interviewed, I want it to be casual as possible, just blah blah blah, that's what I want. Okay, my call to action is, if you know someone who needs to be on this podcast talking about female filmmaking, please drop a comment. I don't know if you can comment on where I'm going to post this. Please message me. Tell me who you want. Let's talk about what it's like to be in the industry. Let's talk about female movies that we love. Let's get some conversations going. Let's not make this too serious. Let's keep it casual. But I want to hear people's stories. I wanted to start this podcast because, and so this is me circling back, and I'm sorry, I'll let you go in just a second. But I wanted to start this podcast because I would literally just catch up with a bunch of female DPs, ACs, directors, and we'd catch up for coffee and have a chat because I'm a yapper. And like they'd have such great things to say. And then I'd be writing it down and then no one else gets to hear it. So here's my version of it. Rather than taking them out for coffee, share it with the world. Anyway, guys, this was actually really difficult. I'm not sure what I said. I think I just blacked out the entire time. Like, whoa, where am I? Oh my God, it's dark outside. Okay, anyway, I hope this was okay. Yeah. Anyway, subscribe, comment, like, let's get some people involved. Let's make a podcast, girls. Let's make a podcast. All right.